Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have no idea what time it is wherever you are at, but my name is Matty Rants, and this is a live review of Drag Race UK Season 5. It's beginning the nonsensical notions of thinking that whatever British accent that I have available is inside of me. It is not, and I must cease to try and make this be. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all feeling blessed and not stressed here. As I'm now looking for something that I should have already had in place. I don't know where it is. Okay, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We're going to make it work here today. Hi, hello, everyone. See, new ways of course, recording. I'm going to have a different microphone very soon. But I'm excited to talk about this episode. I actually am very excited to talk about with you today. Very interesting beginning. Very interesting beginning. Very interesting. I think what's going to be even more of a gag to talk about is what I would like to say is some supreme editing. It's almost like they've already had, a pre-SAT, a PSAT for the girls out here in the States, but a practice session with somebody else who, they got through the last minute on, and it was like, oops, we were going to, possibly crown them. And then this time they didn't have to wait so long. So we will have eventually wide shots. But I know you, like me, were sitting there going, girl, I know y'all lying. Like, these cuts were crazy. And we're going to play a little game of I Spy the Monster today. Ooh, excuse me. That is, Matty. I Spy the Monster today because low-key, every time I saw something that didn't make any sense, like, whose wig is that? Whose pan is? Oh, that's right. Ugh. And all of that jazz. But there's going to be some more information on that. We'll talk about it soon. Thanks for tuning in once again. This is your boy Matty, and this is for Drag Race UK Season 5. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button if you could for me, please. Zoe, I didn't say it wasn't. Do me a favor, hit that like button for me, please. Get in that comment section and talk about this episode. Please hold your I hate American speech for somebody else, because I really don't care about that. And this is not really what it's about today. I thought some of the girls got a little extra in the Philippines comment section this week, got a little disgusting, very much told on themselves. So I would ask that you respect me and you respect everybody else in this chat. Just talk about the show. Okay. But we're going to do this like I always do with these lives. It's a long conversation. We are going to talk together. There will be comments that I post in the live that you can see for yourselves. If you want to be a part of the live conversation, make sure you put those notifications on so you can get into the discussions. I'm Black and I'm proud, and I ain't going back down. All right. How we doing today? It's at Matty Rants everywhere except for X, which is at the Matty Rants. There's a Linktree link in the description. Hit me up there if you want to find out. I mean, Liam, why are you asking me who? I posted on Twitter. You have a name. Go there. There it is. You also have access to my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. $1 a month. If you'd like to have access to that. Why am I saying that so much? Do me that favor and check it out over there. We've got a couple of new Patreon subscribers on the list here. I want to give you some love. K.A. Rich, I see you. Thank you for being part of my Patreon. Robert, how you doing, baby? A couple of new faces, a part of my Patreon crew. Dio, I know you from the Philippines review. So thanks for being a part of that crew, that tribe. I would like to let y'all know this episode is available on my Patreon now, and the reaction is very clear. I like the episode. I thought it was interesting. So check out my Patreon. Also bookable on Cameo. Because it is always a double standard for me to say anything, and others can make jokes as they will because things aren't a big deal from wherever they're at. But, a lot of us are trying to be a little cognizant, at least to share joy, love, and a little humor in this world. And a couple of people don't like it when certain people make jokes based off of texture of their hair, color of their skin, or what they stand by and stand for. I need you to know that this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. And then grab your libations and strap in, because I'm a talker and you may be here for a while, and I'm not changing that. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good food. I just want to let everybody know that I honestly, sincerely, and I know I have to continue to say these things, and then somebody's going to write some sort of dissertation that's really them speaking out loud and their own prejudices, just like it was done yesterday, that I said what I said. And I ain't taking it back on some Nene level, but not fully to burn every bridge, but to simply say that I have my own style of doing reviews as well as format and comedy. And sometimes it may not be for everybody, but one thing is for sure is I know I'm good, and I know my core audience is very good with this, and that they understand where I'm coming from. And there is a lot to be said about a lot of things in this world, but a couple of folks found themselves disrespecting me in my last comment section, and it was a little disappointing to see, especially because I knew there were people who watched that troll, and I understand that too. That's fine. But I'm not changing for y'all. I'm not changing for those who don't like me. I'm not changing for anything like that. Not for your crusty opinions of me. So if you don't like me, kiss it. And if you do like me, I love you, babies. And I really appreciate the support. Recognize and understand that this is a review and a rant, and this is commentary. So if you designed any of the outfits that I talk about today, tomorrow, the next day, next week, month, year, whatever you need to hear to understand me, I am not coming for you directly. I am not coming for you in your talent. I am not saying that you don't know how to make clothes. I just didn't simply like what was on the bodice, the model, the queen, whatever they want to be called. I wasn't here for that. But it doesn't take away from how special you are and in your talent. And honestly, you should still get people to book you and pay your bills, bitch. All of that. I get it. But you come up in here looking for validation, this ain't it. We're here to have a conversation. We can agree to disagree and have a great time. Oh yeah, the girls were mad because we were making jokes about Cat in this last Philippines review, and some comment was, we don't have racism out here. That's an American thing, and your wokeness is not necessary for you talking about it, and you should look at yourself, and you highlighting these comments and how nasty and despicable. Yes, very much told my black butt to shut up. Stop talking about Cat. I said black on that. I put all the black on that. The black. And I had some other comment do the same thing, like explaining to me things that I've already had conversations with before, which I need y'all to remind yourselves. Just because I'm an American doesn't mean I'm uneducated. And just because I'm in America doesn't mean I'm not fully aware and understanding of other things in different countries. But one thing I'll never be okay with is racism, colorism, any kind of phobia or any kind of hate of any kind, regardless of how okay it is where you're at and what's not, for you. So don't come to my page telling my black self how to feel about things that actually affect my black ass, okay? It's strange and it's weird. And if it bothers you so much, there are many Caucasian reviewers who will be able to gracefully go through this show of yours and not make you feel some kind of way. Because God forbid I do that. As if I don't talk to people that live out there, as if I don't have conversations with folks. One of my best Judies is Jiggly. Are you crazy? Like, please, that is ridiculous. And I hate that I have to say this before this review for Drag Race UK, but I already know I'm going to get you like Carmel because she's this, and you don't like the white queens because please don't do that to me this season. It's kind of ridiculous. I like everybody. I just stan a couple of different people, and I also relate to others as well. So Not to say my apologies for making this a long-winded intro, but just to sort of give you an idea of where we're about to go and where I'm going to continue to go. Yeah, relax. I got this. I got this. Me and you, we can part, but a lot of us are going to stay together. Okay. So, yeah, I love y'all down. I really do. And I love doing what I do for a living. I understand that some people just really cannot take me, but like, you ain't going to stop the beat. That's not possible. You're not going to stop this beat. Okay. That's how we do over here. Now, if you want to do me a little bit of love, if you want to give me some love, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo's all down here. You already know the links and stuff like that. My birthday was this past Sunday. What's up, Libras? Happy birthday to all my Libras out there. Virgos, I know that energy is gone, but at the same time, y'all still those girls. I'm a Virgo rising, so I understand. But to my balance scales, who are always called liars, I get it. Forget them hoes. They don't know us. We're storytellers. Hope you have a good one. Oh, look at this little birthday love. Hold on, who is this? Lisa. Lisa, it's your every time I see that. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate the belated happy birthday love. Y'all ready to talk about the show today? Y'all ready to have a good time? You ready to really just get in here today and do what we got to do? Because we are going to talk about people. Dd Licious, I understand you're a young queen and you will be brought up today. I hope you don't take anything personally. I'm saying it to you because you're giving that sort of energy. And I want to make sure she's good. Or any fans of Delicious. I need you to understand, I'm going to drag her today for every purpose that she deserves. She may end up being my favorite at the end of the season. You better talk to some of these queens that I've talked about before. But like, you better be thankful this was a non-elimination episode. You better be thankful. Ooh, all of them in the safe pile. Ooh, everybody. I couldn't believe what was happening during that showcase. It's like, I know she wants to adjust it, but I want it to be like, you could stop doing a lot to fix it. It was so funny to me. And then her runway, I thought she had back problems. I also thought she aged herself by 30 something years. I said, what is going on today? I said, this must not just be her week, as well as maybe some other folks that I was like, not so much. I still think this cast is very likable. And what I do appreciate, though, from Dd is that there was drama that was presented today. Almost sort of Carmel led that into it, but I did enjoy the way this episode was edited and the way that things were done. I said, this might be an interesting season. So let's strap in and let's get on in. Ooh, I can see that one yuck face person talking about 13 minutes. That's why we have timestamps. Timestamps. Remember, my disclaimer said I talk a lot. So later in the day, when Emrika, one of my moderators, shout to Emrika all the way in France. Bonjour, Emrika. I know you're watching this right now. Hi. They're going to be doing timestamps for you, especially if you're new here with my channel. So if you are like, I just want to talk about the runway, you can catch those timestamps in the comment section. We got you. There we go. All right, let's start this up. Also, hello to everybody. I see you out here. Luca, NGP, Natasha, DW, Rebecca, Wire Dispenser. What's up? Vicky, Crafty. How you doing? How you doing? Jade the one. Oh, I'm gonna get all my people. Gutter Snipe. Hey, baby. How you doing, love? We have all that. Matty Colorism's like ingrained in our society, whoever that person is. So thank you. I always know when people are projecting onto me and just want to be nasty, and I just like to expose racists. Luca, how you doing? And Nikki, hugs, Miss Parker, Baked by Bunny, how you doing? Oh, last thing before we start this review. I saw X. You might like it. I hated the ending. I liked the movie. I hated the ending. That's the best way I'm going to do it. I love the movie, hated the ending, but I thought the movie was great. So if you want to go see Saw and you're a fan of those horror movies, you probably will enjoy this one. That ending was raw booty for me. I fucking hated it. I was like, oh, terrible. Anywho, moving forward. It's RuPaul's Drag Race UK season 5. So listen, these babies are competing for a show that World of Wonder is going to produce. Finish sentence. I did watch No One Will Save You. That also was a great movie until the end. I would watch it again until the end. But to my point in my silence, 5. The winner of RuPaul's Drag Race UK wins a show. A show. Produced by World of Wonder. Okay, cool. Listen, that's a prize. Don't let's not act like we wouldn't want a show from World of Wonder. I'd like a show from World of Wonder. I'd like it to last more than a season, for fuck's sake. But I'm okay with the show. Now, there are bigger prizes and more things that we've seen before, but this is UK. We have gone through this route before. We have done this already. We know how it is with the BBC. So we have to respect that and not make this a complaint 24/7 all the time. Isn't that right? But listen, if these babies ever come to the States, or you're ever somewhere where they can get paid and you can tip them, tip the dolls. If they have the cash shops up, tip the girls. Let them know that you love them. It goes a long, long way. It does. Don't they always get a show? They do. And sometimes, DW, they get a remix. They get a song. Remember, a trip to LA and a remix. And it's not like going to be any good song. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's going to be one of the older ones. Like, Don't Be Jealous of My Boogie, the remix. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? No, we don't want it. No, it's okay. Love you, Rue. I like the new stuff better. Let me tell you something. Cocoa butter, yeah. Rue butter. Ooh, does that sound right? All right, let's move on in. First queen up is Tamara Thomas. I met Tamara, shocker. And it's so funny because one of my friends, Eric, shout out to you if you're watching this, had to remind me. He's like, you met Tamara. I was like, bitch, DragCon was a blur to me. I was focused on my performance piece of cake. I was trying to see everybody I could see. I believe she was at Sminty and Ahora's booth, if I'm right. I hope I am. Yeah. I like her energy. I like her attitude. She is muggy wuggy. And for those of you who are like, what does that mean? That means her face is everything, baby. I like this outfit. It's giving little motocross, heavy metal reflective tees for the girls that know Azalea hold the, phobia banks. Not Kim Richards. Who said Kim? Vicky? Stop it. Listen, this isn't Kim Richards. We like her. And Mauricio likes this one too. No, listen, no. Mauricio loves Kyle. Give it up for Tamara Thomas. I want to see what they do for this competition. I have a feeling it's either going to be a good run or maybe like a midway stop. We'll see. I think good run. She gives main character energy. I will say though, with Tamara, what was it that I wanted to talk about with this baby? Oh, for everybody coming up, when you see their pictures, if you're like, Matt, why are their faces? Girl, I was trying to get the first clip of their name, age, and where they're from. That is what I was trying to do. It is very hard sometimes to go through this and then wait for them to show their name again because they're so busy trying to get this edit together, right? So this is why. So you all know. But shout out to Tamara Thomas, first to walk into the workroom. Next up, maybe possibly the tallest drag queen in RuPaul's Drag Race history. We need to check in with La Grande Dame here, but Banksy is next. As a matter of fact, hold on. I have intro. Hold on. I want to. Matt, I took notes. Hold up, bitches. No, we're gonna do intro. We're gonna do entrance lines here. Should we do a rating system? Is that fair? 1 is for yes, and 2 is for no. Yeah, we'll do that for if we like their intro. So I'm gonna do tomorrow first because I forgot. My bad, tomorrow. My bad, babe. The Bong girls have arrived, and I'm ready to murder these bitches. One, if that was giving, or two, if it wasn't. She is giving me a Bond girl, like new Bond movie, like not Daniel Craig as the lead, like some new guy who I would hate at first and then kind of like later. I'm here for it though. The Bond bit is also referential. I'm a fan of James Bond movies, so I kind of liked it. Ooh, we got a mixed bag here. 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 2 1. Child, this was a Family Guy episode. It'd be the Helen Keller one. 0 1 0 1 1 0. Come on, hold on. 1.5. Okay, it's the mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. I feel you on that. Could have had a little bit more power, but yay. I'm a fan of the movies that work for me. Tamara Thomas. 100 plus in the room. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race UK season 5. It's Banksy, non-binary goddess. Thank God you can't smell me. I had to say it just like that too, so we can get the width of it. Thank God you can't smell me. Now listen. This is not my favorite, even though the coat is sickening with this look. Okay. I'm definitely giving this Coots for the intro. Here, I'll do my other hand here. Coots for the intro. That was cute. Personally, I like her a lot. This is not my favorite outfit on her. I loved what she wore on the runway a lot better, even though she couldn't walk it. I was like, oh, that was sickening. The coat is every motherfucking thing. And I love her in red. But I can't get into the other tattered napkins on her bodice. I can't get into it, but I like her a lot. I do. I like her a lot. She's got good energy. I'm here for her. Love me some Banksies. I couldn't get into, the distressed, hand towels that, were covering her oot to boot. But listen, we find out, and lo and behold, I just so happen to be wearing a Cheddar Gorgeous merch shirt that you can get at dragqueenmerch.com. That's dragqueenmerch.com. Oh, wait, I have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Type in Matty Rants and find it. But yes, we find out that Banksy's parental figure, drag gender non-conforming parental figure is Cheddar Gorgeous. So in good hands, Banksy is, because Cheddar is that one. I wasn't going to say girl. The one. The alien one. The entity. All right. Next up, we have Miss Naomi Carter. Let me hear you say, hey, oh, Miss Carter. First of all, was that her putting the yo in there? Because I never heard Beyonce say, and that's maybe why she put this yo in, that may also have been the subtitles. Because I thought it was, let me hear you say, hey, Miss Carter, not yo. So I was like, oh, I don't know if that was an added, because I was trying to listen, like, did she put the yo in there? Because that's not what Beyonce says. But I appreciated the reference to the Beyonce album, to the transition of music to where that is about to happen, because you already know it's give me some. I sneezed on the beat and the beat got sicker. Beyonce all in his mouth like liquor. Because let me hear you say, "Hey, Miss Carter." That's why I was like, I was like, wait a minute, but still, it's a Beyonce reference, and because I am a Beyonce stan, as you already know, as you already know. Already. Heated. Come on, curls. Oh, I like her. She's cool beans. Now this outfit, it's a beautiful color on her. It's a great wig on her. I'm going to try to be as nice as possible this season to all the queens and their wig lines. As I realized doing a lot of my edits, this is a high definition, camera quality of seasons and mini episodes. We're going to see the lace. I'm just going to tell you now, some of them have cut it to the brim of non-existence, but others still have that lace on, and we're just going to see it sometimes. And they may blend it, and it probably is unclockable in person. But when I tell you that camera be clocking, And her lace was visible this entire episode. I'm going to try to be good for everybody this season because I'm telling myself, I think I'm going to be tired of clocking this, but I am going to make a song later. Oh, yes. I'm going to make a song later. Maybe she did lose some weight. I don't know. It looks a little big, but I still think the color looks great on her. The wig looks good. The makeup, I like with the highlights, the way she does her face. But I also think out of drag, she's a cutie. Naomi's also, she's very good energy. So I like me some Naomi Carter. And anybody that stands Naomi Campbell, Beyonce, Giselle, Knowles, Carter. I love how Banksy was like, Beyonce Carter. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't even sound right hearing it. Oh, I prefer to say the fool with the maiden name. And bitch, yes. You hear me? I prefer to hear Beyonce Knowles Carter for some reason. I gotta hear the Knowles. I gotta hear it. Giselle, even put the middle on that. So yeah, like me some Naomi Carter. She's gonna be good this season. Next up is Michael Morale, and all right, lasses. Michael Morale is on season 5. Oh. I like this look. The intro, I was like, oh, yeah. But I like the look. I do like the look. I like the look. The catchphrase coming in, I'm on the even plane of it. Okay. But I like this look. I like this look. Actually, yeah, y'all do that. That's better. Let's not like separate the scores. Let's just all put it together in a package. That's easier, right? Like one, it was all great together too. Like not so much. 1.5, you're on the fence. If you want to do the 0 points, I guess get creative. But yeah, we'll do. Wow, that laugh. Ooh, calm down, Matty. Michael Morale, I think is going to be continued this season. I do love this outfit. I'm very much a fan of this. I'm very much a fan of this. I almost was like, who is this person out of drag? But threw me off. I was like, oh, that was Michael. I'm not even trying to be rude. I was like, who is that? I was like, oh. But then I said, oh no. Once you look back and forth, I'm like, oh, all of it together. I swear to God, I thought that was somebody else completely different based on the paint. Her makeup skills are everything. I have the feeling Michael is going to be like the one. I have a feeling. Yeah, Michael gives uh anybody with 15 plus years of drag experience, I'm gonna put like on this level. I'm like, ooh, we're gonna put you right here, honey. Right here. Boop, right on top. So I have a feeling she might be a threat. And you know, RuPaul loves polished, good drag. So I'm gonna be watching out for Miss Michael. Who said Morgan? Not she's giving Morgan McMike. You see Morgan? I'm trying to think about it. Hold on, let me see Out of Drag again. No, she reminds me of somebody else, and I can't put my finger on it. So it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but I'm like, she reminds me of somebody else. It'll come to me. But yeah. I think Michael's gonna be a threat. I have high respect for all of those years, but also she seems like she puts her money where her mouth is. So I'm here for that. Now, somebody who I swear to God, I didn't. Oh, the Camp Queens are going to be some of my favorites this season. Kate Butch is next. Heathcliff, it's me. I'm Kathy. I've come home. The show reference, kids. I got the reference. So listen, I like Kate Butch. I like Kate Butch a lot. I like Kate Butch because oh, it's like not my favorite entrance look, but it's still like a very nice outfit or whatever. It's later on in this episode where I find myself going, yes. Or I was like, oh no, I like her. She's gonna be funny. Her and Ginger Johnson. Bitch, when that whole mirror conversation was happening between Alexis and Dd Licious. When I tell you, I'm so happy whoever in editing was like, let's pick the mic feed up and let's just let them talk. Because it was perfect. It was perfect. You too. It was great commentary because it was very, can you believe that? Now, when I saw Kate out of drag, I thought she did excellent in the Kingsman. I did. Like, can you imagine? Like, that guy from the Kingsman is now on Drag Race. Like, bitch, he was like shooting people and stuff. Don't you remember he had his cane and he was walking through that pub and just fucked them people up? I mean, just rock. Boom, 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 boom. I was, baby. Kate Butch, I mean, what you doing on Drag Race? I thought you got a career, sister. You got a career. Don't Kate look just like that man. Don't he? I was like, oh my God. I love the Kingsman. Colin Firth down. Thank you, Nick. I was like, oh. I love it. There's such a warm and cozy feeling with this sweater and this dress shirt. Kate, I'm a fan. I'm serious. I'm a fan. I was like, oh my God, I love her. Just her sense of humor, her wit, all of it. It feels like there should be like a fireplace and like a brick stove or something in the back somewhere. I feel there should be Christmas music going on or something to do with food and Thanksgiving. I like Kate Butch. So I wouldn't have believed 26, but I'm cool with that. Nothing against you, baby. I found you entertaining and I was like, you know what? I gotta live. I actually live a lot. Now that runway, oh, different story. But yes, I do enjoy you, Kate. She's good people. I like her. Ooh. Listen, did anybody else just start playing Sierra music in your head? Like, I heard music make you lose control, music make you lose control. And I also heard everybody 1 2 step. I love to see you. And then it was my goodies, my goodies, my goodies, not my goodies. Now, when Michelle Visage said Ciara, Michelle, Ciara? Who is that? Wait a minute. Whose name is that? Who is Ciara? I was like, Sierra. Listen, she is beat. That mug is right. The hair is done. This look is together. And one of my favorite entrance lines to walk in from my trans goddess. Kneel for your goddess. Ooh, 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 ooh. She looks like Sierra with like a better range and vocal ability. Like, yeah. Tanya, I accept this. I accept this. Actually, this is the Tanya that a lot of the straight guys are mad they didn't get for Mortal Kombat 11 because, she's in, yeah. Let me be quiet. It's not that she's black. It's just that, okay. So you wanted her to have that nice 2B. You're not feeling the 4C. What's the D? I live. I live for her. She gives. The body is right. The face is giving. Her personality is infectious. She's living in London, but she's originally from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, I stand. Yeah. Even the confessional. Bitch with this blazer and this. Come on, Carmel. I was like, how dare you come over here with this little silk press? Yes. I was like, oh my goodness. I would have a podcast with her. Like, I would love to have a podcast with her just to talk. Like, she's good energy, but she is definitely Sierra. Like that lady literally, this is the evolution era of Sierra, when she was really palpable and relevant. Oh yeah. This is right then and there, bitch. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Go ahead, bitch. I live. All right, next up is Ginger Johnson, the skedaddle into the room. I'm Ginger. I think you would appreciate me saying skedaddle versus run or frolic. No, no, it wasn't. Skedat into the room. I appreciate that. Yes, the toilet's blocked. As a Activia beholder of wisdom and probiotic gut health, I would like to say relatable. Relatable. Um, but yes, I like her. The outfit's okay. Yeah, I think the dress is actually kind of nice, but it's not pow, but it's a nice dress. Like if I saw her like on stage, like I was at a pub or a bar or something like that, I'd be like, okay, I like her, like cool. But I think she's cool. I like her. She does remind me a little bit of Kasha, but not totally. She's like her own sort of like entity in a bit. She's definitely a little old school. When she said puppets, and very, very, I have the same kind of humor too. I like things that are silly, a little corny, a little camp, if you will. I do like the high fash, but I'm a camp kid at heart. So I'm here for Ginger. I'm also seeing her not for the bullshit, and this might be an interesting season for her of telling it like it is, or like letting people know that she's not here for the dumb stuff. I have a feeling, because even this episode, like she was very, very active with the Dd and the girl, please, and I was really here for it. I was here for it. Oh, Zach, we need to highlight this because that was one of my favorites too. She described herself as an inflatable balloon in the shape of a woman. And that is a very, very good small. Oh, she didn't at all. And I was here for it because it was in like that was a moment that did need to be checked a little bit, because it wasn't, yes, you can answer that she should go home. It was the continuing on about how she was going to beat her. Oh, girl, I was like, what the hell? Like that was my only thing for Dd. She didn't know when to stop. Like it was like, just say her name and then rap it. And they'd be like, okay, girl, and then end it. Because I would have received it. She just kept going. That's why I was like, oh my God. Like, the girl is clearly going through some. Let her be. Let her be. She just kept it going and go. I was like, oh my God, that poor baby. Baby, our Polish sister was like, now. She gonna get her revenge later. Listen. Now, if you're looking at your television screen, this is definitely a child of the Versace family, clan, coup, whatever. They describe themselves as collective. Those are not all with K's. Now, this is Dd Licious, 20 years old, fresh and vibrant, still like what probably in university, if not there, still a fresh baby. Fresh baby. But she's ready for this show. Yeah, I mean, her mama was, well, yeah, sister. She said sister, right? She wanted us to know that was an important detail. Sister, yes, of Crystal Versace, winner of season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Okay. I like this outfit. I've seen it in different colors and many shapes and different patterns and sizes. This is a really good one with the blue. The wig is right. The makeup is done. She looked beat. Now, her entrance line. Well, this isn't the drive-through, but I'm still about to eat. I said, oh, okay. That was me. Oh. Okay. I want to see it. Let me see you eat this. That was me. Oh, well, let me see you chew. Let me see. Now, I'm going to tell you what you did eat. You're going to eat your words later. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to put that on there. But, it's still a good entrance line. It's a good look. It's definitely, I'm young and I'm coming up in here trying to fly and fight. Now, I want to see what a 20-year-old's definition of eating is. I can see some of these young viewers of mine getting pissed I even said that, but like, baby. Again, the girls, we want the girls to show up and give us a little something, because this first episode wasn't chewing. It was not, and you can be real on that. This beginning was wonderful, but it was not looking a lot like Christmas for the rest of the episode for her, truly. So she ate that insurance line down. Now, I can't wait to see her for the rest of the season, because reminder, no one goes home. Everybody who didn't do well this week got a free pass. And I think that's great, because that means next episode, it's like, all right, that was cute. Y'all got a breather. Flip the dial, restart this again. And I hope she takes that opportunity after this episode to be like, okay, bitch, hold up. Let me not get Let me not get too ahead of myself. Let me get my shit together, because I won't be going out like that. Okay. I mean, you don't want to go home first? All right, let's see it. But Dd Licious is in the building. I have a feeling she's going to do good. If she don't get ahead of herself. Like this episode, it was a little bit of that. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is just a bad week. I'm kind of want to see her arc of, ooh, I was almost out, and then now I can like finally. I always enjoy those arcs if it's not overly produced and it actually seems real. I hate when they're like forced upon us, but I feel like that may be her story, because Rue likes young drag, but she also wants to see the young fire. You remind me of me at your age. That's how Rue operates. You remind me of me when I was your age, ferry that. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. I love you, but when you say heated, instead of eat it, I die a little inside. I don't. I live and breathe. I make up my own lyrics for the words. I say heated, and I'm okay with that. I went to the concert. I have merch. I have paid that lady. I don't need to prove nothing. Thank you for the super chat, though. Please don't die on me, though, because that would be ridiculous over that. Thank you for the super chat, though, and thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for being here today. Girl, bitch, do you want to be in my house when I'm talking about music? Because I'm going to tell you this right now, baby. I be making all my lyrics up. Why you think I did a mega mix? For, what is it? For America's a Problem. You think I'm doing the real words? I'm doing my own version that sounds just like it. 20, 40, 80 out the trap. Sometimes I want to say crap because I got to go to the bathroom. See? 20, 40, 80 out the crap. Sitting on the toilet. Hit me right back. Call me when you got wet. Wipe. See? Look at me. I am the Weird Al Yankovic of Drag Race. Soon. I think that's what I would do with my money. If I got on the show, I would pay off some bills, and I would make an album. But it would be like the Weird Al Yankovic version of Drag Race, like music, like, and it wouldn't be so cornball. Like, it would be very much inspired by I love Weird Al Yankovic when I was younger, so I've always wanted to do that. Where are we going? Dd Licious, Daniel, see what you did? You questioned me as a Beehive member, but you are correct. I was wrong. And I'm okay with that. Hit the thumbs up button if you're lovely and you're beautiful and you're blessed, or if you don't believe in God, you're just having a good day. All that jazz. And if you are hideous and mean and terrible, oh, now look at this, y'all. So they actually monetized two of the videos. That I remember when I posted that like tweet about them not monetizing my stuff and waiting weeks upon weeks, and it's like been affecting my money. YouTube basically, hi YouTube, how you doing? Love you. They just monetized my baddies review and my birthday video that were already okay in the first place. There was nothing ever wrong with those videos. A birthday video, y'all. A birthday video. Ain't even baddies too. I was like, I can get that because I'm talking about a show where the girls like swing on each other, but I used terminology that wasn't like fun. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what are we doing today? So again, thank you, YouTube, for seeing that. If you're watching this and you're listening to this and you're like, push that button. It just please like do me a favor and like let me be. I promise you, we do not have crazy episodes. You let a lot worse happen. You know this. You still got Shane Dawson on this platform. All right, Dd Licious. I'm gonna see you, sis. I know, but listen, Daniel, I was corrected by Braze at the concert for me saying Baychella versus Beachella, even though I know it's Beachella, but I said Baychella because at the time that's just what I was saying because I was excited. So I was wrong, right? I also hate being corrected because it's like, bitch, I know what I meant. Did you hear what I said? Meant. Not what I said. I know what I meant. And that's my way around things. Thank you, Pete, for the super chat. Happy belated birthday, Maddie. Thank you. Appreciate that. Because, like, Braze was right and you were right, but I know what I meant. I'm getting older now. It's going to get much worse. Really becoming set in my ways. This is why I don't have any children, except for Mama Chan, who's currently asleep right now. Vicky Vivacious. I didn't know I was going to like you this much. And that's not even shade. Like, I didn't care for her meet the queens a little bit. I was like, she's cool. But, like, I like Vicky. Vicky's cool. Vicky's cute, too. This Bianca Del Rio hair is giving. It's giving. But, like, she's also kind of a bop. I don't know. Like, it took me a second. I was like, oh, you know what? I think I like her. And too. Yeah, I like Vicky. I don't even know what I was thinking. Like with the Meet the Queens, I'm like, I don't know why I didn't receive this energy from her, but I was like, I like this bitch. What's up, Vix? Oh, Luca. Listen. Oh, listen. Okay. Luca. I'm not going to highlight that. I'm not going to highlight that, but yeah. Yeah. But it's, hey, boys, you want a bite of my pasty? I did it. Did it. Pasty. It's a pasty, right? Pasty. Pasty. Not a pastry. A pasty. When I tell you in my reaction, you will see me go pasty. 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 If you slow it down enough, it might get you in trouble. Like, pasty. I had to look at it up. I was like, girl, I really want to get this down because I feel like you know how it is when you say something so much and then you see another word and it looks just like it and you sort of say another word. Yeah, it's very that. Because once I saw it the first time when she was talking about on her Meet the Queens, I was like, pastry. Y'all was like, it's a pasty. I was like, what the fuck is a pasty? Isn't that a pastry? Like, no, it's not. It's completely different. Huh? I was like, what? It looks like an empanada. It do. It looked like an empanada. It looks good. A meat pocket is always great. Multiple versions of what you consider a meat pocket. But Vicky Vivacious, I like her. I like the majority of this cast. I like kind of like everybody. This purse is actually everything. I actually live for this outfit. I do. I kind of live for this. Who would have guessed they were being judged from the beginning of this episode for their workroom looks? I mean, we already know that we talk about it as an audience, but this is literally the ball is happening right now. And I'm thinking to myself, so they're not going to do a ball this season, or is this their way of like making the ball happen and it's the first episode and we're going to do it like this? I was a tad bit confused, but I was like, okay. It was interesting that happened like that because like, it's like, oh shit. Like, oh, because you know, sometimes the girls come in, they're like, oh, we may do something that could ruin our outfits. So I'm going to wear something that's not that cute or something that's just okay and not do too much. But then like, that's your first impression. Bitch, I'd be heated. Heated. Ow. Now I'm dragging. Okay, but listen. Next up is Alexis St. Pete, our Polish queen in this competition. She said, first we stole your jobs. Now I'm going to take your crowd. She's giving rubber doll energy. It's very that. I got to be honest with you, and this is not shade, and I know where it's like, don't compare queens, but I have to be very, very real. Girl, who else felt Utica's face hit this baby in the confessionals? Because I was like, girl, if Utica shrunk down like a sports can, I couldn't not see her. I think Alexis looks great. The drag is good. She's a beautiful girl. But like when I tell you, every time she talked and she would move her head a certain way, I was like, ooh. did she get on the show? What is happening? Oh my goodness. No, Alexis is cool. She's giving dancer. A lot of people, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of the girls are performers. If it's not like lip syncing, it's very cabaret live singing energy. We have some seamstresses in the group. Ooh, it seems very well rounded. So maybe this will be one of those competitions when we watch it. It doesn't seem like, well, why did they win? Or why did that happen? That'll be fun this year. It will be. Not saying it happened for the last couple of years, but we have certain seasons when it takes place. Why did they decide on this bright ass background for these shots? Something about that with her blonde hair made it look interesting, like this like highlight of white behind her. But I was like, oh, we have a new little hair. We got new hair. We got a different top. Rue, giving a little storm. The wig is crazy. But I think that's what she wants to give, apparently. But give it up for RuPaul. Listen, shout out to Ru. It's been so many seasons. And if anything, we appreciate you for still going, because a lot of us need you for entertainment. Some of us need you for jobs. So as much as I can sit here and criticize and talk about you, I love you and I thank you so much. I do. But, I sometimes these outfits, Ru, sister, I be Zal who? Did why? No. But other than that, no, I love you, Rude. I appreciate you. Been a fan since Crooklyn. Been a fan since that bodega dance scene, darling. But yes, give it up for Mother Rue here. But back into the workroom, RuPaul welcomes her queens -1. Apparently there was an 11th queen that walked into the workroom here and we didn't see them. But we will see them today. Are you ready to play Where's That Monster? Da, da, da. In tradition of, we're now going to have to start saying, no shade, no all deep shade to the grossness of it all. But yeah, instead we're going to have to refer to that person because we would like to keep names of monsters off of my channel. Okay, unless they're Muppet monsters. Instead of their full name, we'll be saying Crelu. Okay, Crelu, just like that. Not Crelu. Crelu. Okay, that's it. Because that's the edit they got. And it was funny. It was kind of funny for me. You'd see the top of the wig, you see the bottom of a pant. But I felt bad for the queens because so many wide shots that they normally would have done had to be edited out. So Vicky, and to anybody else that's watching this episode, to give you an idea of what's going on while I'm still within the terms of service with YouTube, since I see they're monetizing my videos. Thank you. There was a contestant on the show by the name of Crelu. Someone can type their name in the live chat. I won't say it. But on the same lines, not totally the same, but on the same lines and same sort of situation and allegations, maybe even more to an extreme extent of what Shep did. You know, okay. It's like that. And so they found out that information as the show was airing. And so in the second episode, they were disqualified and asked to leave the competition. It is rumored, I repeat, rumored that RuPaul, even like in the middle of the show, did the full, okay, I'm afraid we're going to have to stop this here and then remove them. And I think there's going to be a situation where it's either a bottom two next week and no one goes home, or the same thing that happened this week with the top two and someone just wins. I think it may be the first one versus the latter. Okay. Well, no, excuse me. Words. I think it may be the first thing I said specifically with that. I'm being real. This is what has been allegedly posted out there, what has been talked about. You can even see them on the show, and I will point them out to you in many occasions. Why don't they do background checks for the audition process, Fatima? I think they do background checks. And mind you, they pass the psych evaluation. So that's very scary. Okay. Think about that. Pass the psych evaluation. But I think it comes down to sometimes more so about people not coming forward with that information ahead of time, which is, again, nothing against those who were victims of the situation, because when it's on their time, when they're comfortable and whatever they feel safe with, right? But it may not have been to the immediate attention or easily findable until people found out they were casted. And then it was like, now hold on, because we're not about to let that go. Reminder, this is not the first time a situation like this has happened before, but in other situations, those queens were already on the show, and then later we found out other information, and now you don't see them as much anymore. I named 3 people in silence in that moment. 3 on US Drag Race alone. 2 you should know from the bat. Both whose names start with the same letter. Oh my God. That's not fun facts. That's disgusting facts. But yes, that is the situation. And so they will be seen in sort of weird portions. But yes, they apparently were disqualified the second episode, allegedly. So that's why you may see things look a little weird and off today. No, I actually posted on my channel community tab that I was going to be doing the Drag Race Brazil show Saturday morning. And shout out to all of you here for the Drag Race UK show here today. But if you check that community post, I said Drag Race Brazil will be Saturday, because we don't have Drag Race Down Under anymore. And now that Drag Race UK is here, I've had to move everything around. Plus, it was my birthday last week. So I have to do a 2-in-1 episode for episode 3 and 4. So if you're looking for the Drag Race Brazil episode, that will be tomorrow in the morning. We still have our morning show. I'm kind of happy about that, because when Down Under, and I was like, oh, no more Saturday mornings. That was fun. So we do have a Saturday morning show tomorrow. And I will be getting that review together tonight. The reactions will more than likely be a little bit behind on Patreon, but the episode 3 one will be up before the 4, but I'm still going to talk about both shows tomorrow. So yes, be prepared for that. Thank you. All right, back to the show. So RuPaul is happy to introduce these queens. We are already into the Maxi Challenge. As I told you, it is and I have to read this, Fierce Impressions Ball. Fierce Impressions Ball. Fierce Impressions. No, but for those of you for the Brazil show, you already know I used to do it on Fridays, so we have to move that to Saturdays. But yes, Fierce Impressions Ball. The first look is daytime drag, what they walked into the workroom in, which we already can tell you that a lot of them are not in daytime drag for the look. But yeah, first look, and they're judged on this, and there you go. And then the second is going to be Up in the Club, a hot club look that impresses some international famous jet setters, whoever those will be. We'll see very soon. Some I was very, 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 very happy to see. A lot of them I was happy to see. I was happy to see them all. And that's where they have an hour to get ready for. And then she'll tell them what the third category is, which is basically what's going to be on the runway. Now, do you notice the edit? For those of you who are watching this, when you were watching the show, didn't you notice things that were a little funny? Isn't it interesting? There's 6 over here, 6 over here, 4 here. And look at how Dd is cut in this shot. This is something that they wouldn't do that normally. It'd be a fool. I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh, these cuts are funny. These are funny. The cropping is cropping. Oh my God, the crop of it all. Okay, that was good. That was great. The crop of it all. I was like, there are going to be a few missing shoulders, a couple missing legs, like a few people, like just everything's going to be a little bit off. I'm here for it. They said, "Oh, we're going to erase that." Hashtag Drag Race UK, indeed. It was better than what we had to deal with on what was the season again? Was it 12? Yeah, 12 with Jada, Gigi, Crystal, and like that was way better. And also it was kind of a good idea. They did the live finale, so they didn't have to even go through like a situation with that. You know what I mean? Like, because we had to still see her. And there was intros and everything else like that. And then it was like they had to then cut her. Because remember, it was like a whole episode of it. And it was like, oh, there she go. And then for the rest of the season, it was like they had to like cut her out, but they left her in for storytelling purposes on certain situations, asking questions or answering stuff. I was like, oh my God. So this will be completely different here. I can tell. They're like, we're not even gonna let you know. So the international jet-setting passport queens are as follows. Winner of All Stars 8, Jimbo. Runner-up on multiple occasions, but a winner in my heart, one of my favorites, Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Sminty Drop. I got to meet them at DragCon this year. Shout out to Sminty. Nikki Doll, host of Drag Race France, killing it over there. Blue Hydrangea of season 1 Drag Race UK, but winner of UK versus the World, up there with her other former contestants with Pangina and Jimbo. That's kind of a gag. Then former co-host of Drag Race Thailand, also on UK versus the World, also Lip Sync Assassin, also one of my favorite people in the entire universe. Friend of the show, friend to Matty Rants, one of my favorite people. I love you, Pangina Heels. Shout out to Pangina. We love her down. She's Rant Back official. And then we have Lady Camden. Lady Camden. Season. It's been so many seasons. Come on, man. 14. Yes, 14. Willow Pool. Runner up. Also got to see her on Work the World. Lady Camden's a dancer, darling. She is smooth with it, too. Okay. Pan for the girls that know. Here comes a couple of more weird edits as we walk through this. That breast bib is going to be that breast bib on Alexis is just going to be her worst enemy in a second. As you can see, we are going to give weird angles, very strange shots that would never be used normally. But those queens are here to judge them on the sidelines as we give, a take on the ball atmosphere. Pangina is going to win this episode just from these few minutes that she was on. Actually, there is a clip I have for y'all where I think that's 3 memes in one. Let's get there. Where do you see her, DW? Because I was looking. Oh, is that what Camden's doing? Not this is the meme. Eyes spot a castle going. Not Camden be like, now what is she doing here? Oh, now we know who spilled the beans. Ooh, I'm playing. I'm playing. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh my God, that would be a gag right before Camden leaves. I think I should tell you. I just let you know. That one over there. I would look up some things. Camden. Oh my God, that's funny. Can y'all do me a favor for the next few minutes here while we go through this? I'm going to give a couple of memeable pictures, and I'd love for you to give your best quotes for those memes. That would be hilarious. Thanks for tuning in. 165 of you here. 68, excuse me. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 5, Episode 1. It's a live review, so it's a long conversation. This video will be very long. It's going to be long. There will be timestamps later for you in the comment section. So if you're like, this guy, don't worry. We can get to the point. Tamara Thomas is first. She gave y'all an hour to change. Tamara, did you just take off the jacket? Is that what happened? And it was like, nah, bitch, I'm gonna still wear this. Kind of smart if you didn't bring a lot of clothes. But she was performing, and I feel like this is kind of what RuPaul was asking them for, was to wear a club outfit and give you club, like do a quick little 1-2. Like let the girls know who you are real quick and give them a little something. But Tamara's given. I was like, okay. Ru called that lady Demi Moore. I see it. Striptease, too, for the girls who saw Striptease. That's an older movie for you young babies that came out in the 90s. It did, right? Yeah, it came out in the 90s. Before Ashton Kutcher was able to even date I should say the other way around. Before Demi Moore was able to date Ashton Kutcher. There we go. There we go. Kyle Richards, Demi Moore. People who get paid a lot of money and are headliners for shows and movies. I'm telling you, that's what tomorrow's given. It's not my favorite outfit. It was a little too close to the, nose for me from the previous one. I thought she was like a deconstructed Blissy. I don't know, with the ability to much more faster movement speed. But yeah, I still thought she was good. She was good. Banksy walked. I like Banksy's a lot though. I like the heels. Are those minks? Huh. I like the stole. I like the shoes. I like the hair. I just can't get into this crochet dress. I can't, but I still think she's fire. I love her. I do. Okay. Now, Zach, I'm glad you said that. That cooch is on the floor. Right. We're going to talk about splits today. Tamara, you are on the split list. You know what you're doing. And y'all have seen me do the splits as piece of cake. So you already know where I'm going with this. A true split has that cooch, has the gooch, has whatever you want to call the space and divide between said privates. Hit that ground to where you could nestle a bag of nuts on the floor or have a hole breathe close to the encounter is what it needs to be. It needs to touch. I also recognize, and I'm starting to really notice this when I get so frustrated by it. In reality, a lot of them have pads on, and so when they're splitting, their pads are preventing them, along with the tights, along with the corset, on doing a full boom. Because you do have to have a little bit of relaxed in there. You have to have a little bit of room to hit this down with your core, right? Some people's cores are not perfect, and that's not saying that they're out of shape, but that's a point of when that core hits and you're too sucked up, it's not going to go down. You're going to look like a protractor. And that's what I'm seeing from some girls. Not Samara, though, and not Caramel. Those two will have their cooches on the floor. They're going to hit. I was proud of those two bitches. I was like, all right, let me see that floor connection. And as a former gymnast, that was what my coach used to be on with splits. He's like, get down. He would make us sit in splits for like 5 minutes. And I hated doing side splits. Oh my God, those were the worst. Like what Tamara did, I can't do those splits. I can only do the front splits. I can only do those. Lateral? I can only do those splits. the side ones, I can get close to it, but I'm a protract. But the forward ones, I can switch legs on those. That's no problem. Okay, listen. Let's get to Naomi Carter here, Miss Naomi Carter. It was an interesting outfit. It was okay. I was like, it's all right. It's all right. It was cool for me. I did like her makeup. I thought it was cool, but the outfit was fine. It was fine. Michael, this was club for me. I was like, this is club. She's about to perform. She's about to do something. She's walking in VIP. she might own it in West Hollywood. I got Michael. Now, Michael, though, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Michael was great. This split was not a split. You were just basically trying to find the radius of this circle, going through the circumferences. It's a nice geometry class. Your protractor tool is working. Make sure you get your pencil sharpened. You want to have them angles right. But And you bounced up, which let me know it really didn't hit. I said, them pads that squeak. Yeah, so it's a nice stretch. It's a nice stretch. Good stretching. Kate is silly. Kate starts tap dancing, loses her shoe, picks it up like a phone. It's giving very Kate energy. Sometimes when the light hits Kate, like, and she turns her face a certain way, I see a little Pixie Polite here. I see it every time. Sometimes when she turns her face and drag, I'm like, ooh, there go a little Pixie. Ginger Johnson, listen, I was nervous for you, girl. I was, because I was like, she gave a little, I don't know how to serve, but I'm going to give a little 1, 2, a little, I'm gonna try my best. It was okay. But I said, I mean, this may not be her bit doing club gigs. You know what I mean? It may be some other kind of showcasing way. I don't know. It wasn't sitting with me right. I still liked her, but girl, Carmel, don't hurt her. Don't hurt him. Sister, did you need to? Like, Lady Snubble, I think they were just trying to keep that momentum on the same train. And then we got to Carvel. It was like chugga-lugga, chugga-lugga, choo-choo. Like the steam hit that engine, She came out there and just said, oh, I'm about to show y'all a damn show. That split, now I want y'all to look at this. Look at how Camden's smiling because she knows. Pangina's studying. She sees it. Camden's happy. Oh, it hit the ground. That smack. Ooh. Get over here. Oh my goodness. I was like, Carmel is eating this up. Eat, sister. You was dancing down. Talk about Pangina. I'm gonna give you something to cry about. I said, oh, Sierra. Bitch, no, Carmel, look at this picture, Cara. Look at this picture. You can't tell me you're not on the Evolution tour right now. I live. Did she? Oh my God, she giving CC. I love it. Please, I would really be here for her automatic. Yes. Funky fresh. Oh, I'm trying to inside. What has that song go again? Ooh, the way you look at me, doing it on the beat, just on side. Ooh, ring the alarm. Get up. Shout out to Caramel, our trans icon, our trans system representing over here. Throw some emojis on that. All right. Now, Dd, I was with you. I see you're a fan of some Kennedy Davenport. I was like, oh. Do you even know where that move came from? I was like, oh, is she aware of any prancing elites, any J-Subs, any Tigerettes, any of the girls? Is she aware? Because that's where that came from. Like, but I'm like, okay. Y'all, I put this on God with these. It's a drag. It's not a drag move. That definitely came from the Southern Prancer elites and Ets and Tigerettes and all of that. All of that. And I'm not telling her she can't do it, but when I saw the move, I was like, oh, wait, do you know where that came from? But okay for you doing it, but you probably don't know where that came from, but okay, work, sickening. And the girls have taken it and used it in many routines and performances, and people have taken it in many other places. I've seen it multiple times. Yeah. So I was like, okay. I was here for Dd. I was like, little girl. Oh, cut up until like I was here, and then all of a sudden, she's a fan of the Dallas Girls. Gots to be. I was like, oh, sister, she's been watching. She said Asia O'Hara in an interview. Does Asia do that move? I've never seen Asia do more than the footwork and the. Not to take it out though, she do watch some queens in Dallas here, so she probably has seen some Southern girls buck and was like, bitch, I need to figure this out. I'm here for it. Because she didn't do a bad job. I was gagged. I was like, oh, that was good. I was like, oh my God, the legs were out perfectly. The land was cute. Do you see them arms back? I have someone who used to do this move often. Not no more. I'm too old for that shit. I'm not trying to fuck my back up. I used to do this often. Yes, I was proud of her. She landed a little slop, but it was okay. I wish it was a better landing, because what happened was when she lands, the legs are supposed to bounce back and then you cross over. What she did was when she landed, her right leg was already left leg was already tucking in with the right crossing over. It's still fine, but I was, as someone who was a dancer, darling, I was like, oh I gave you little stabs. You were excited. You were having a good time. You hit this move. You probably have worked on this move. Okay, Lucas, she's 20. Let her perfect this up. She's gonna be next. She's gonna be a beast. Exactly, Purple. She bounced to it, but the form is there. If she practices this, she will have this down. I don't know if it's gonna be the same level as Kennedy, but I can see it because I'm like, I have seen horrible versions of this. This wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Definitely it was on a trampoline when she landed. But when she got up, lay it down. That's not even what's the problem. Ooh. My lace is running to the back. To the back. My wig don't want my head no more. No. This scalp is not a place for this wig. No. No. Why, wig, please come right back to the center of my forehead. Ooh. Listen, poor baby. She did a lot, got up, wig was pulled. She didn't recognize it because she was feeling her shit. Probably a whole lot of shit going on up there, anyways, right? DW, it's easy. I promise you, it is easy for you to start just doing what you're doing. Okay. That's not okay. So that's the lace is actually, let me show you something. This is actually the lace right here. This is not the lace of the wig. That's a part of her cap that she uses to like stick it on with, right? So y'all are probably thinking all of this is lace. No. It's the lace is actually up here. This is the cap that she has on. So let's be fair in this moment. That is the mic, but like that's actually the lace in this little quadrant right here. This is the cap that's coming underneath. So she probably it still was sitting a decent way. She didn't know. Now, Pangina being a former judge, and of course, all that stuff. Her initial reaction was me because it's like, oh, and it's you could hear Pangina the entire time. Pan, did you know how loud, girl? You were so loud. It was so funny. It's sliding back. It's like it's pushed back. It's still falling, girl. Oh my god, it's falling. Oh my god, it's all you can hear is Pangina. You can hear other girls too, but Pangina's voice is so fucking clear. Pan, if you're watching this, go watch it back. Go watch it back, girl. You were so loud. It was so funny. I was like, oh my god. It's Rue. Like Rue is like so over it. Just pull it forward. Rue, just pull it forward. And I'm thinking, but she wants to dance through. That's the problem. She can't just push it forward. She can't pull it forward. She still wants to do a lot of work. And if that wig is not secure, she is going to go away. Here's what happened, though. That was, I think, I don't know if she was trying to do too much and felt like if I stop, it's going to be all fucked up. I don't know if how many takes they did of this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give it that much. I don't know how many takes this was done, but it was when she, see, do you see now what I'm talking about? So all of this, there's the wig, but all of this is still on her. Girl, I was like, that's giving the tape, that's giving the cap. The lace is now underneath it, tucked underneath. Now we just get the microphone, but that's the tape for the wig cap that has the microphone now on top of it. Like, you want to talk about, stage actors, and we're at the play, and we're in the front seat so we can see the mics, bitch. I was like, oh, poor baby. And this sucks. First episode, you want a great impression. You want to do the damn thing. You're like, Carmel just did that. Bitch, I got her. Tomorrow was good. Fuck these hoes. I'm 20 and my puss don't stink. Let me do all this kind of, whoop, wig off. Whoop, all of that happened. Whoop. maybe Dd wasn't actually fully prepared to go in there and do all of that dancing. And then when she saw the other two girls, she was like, I have to match this energy because I don't want them to think I'm like not going to give as much as they are. I have a feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling. Because she would this needed a couple more bobby pins. 3, 4, 4 more for sure. I wouldn't even say glue. And this needs some bobby pins. Okay, so God bless this baby. I was like, ooh, weird. This is a lot now. Baby, these faces though. This is like 3 in 1. This is 3 beams in 1. This is 3 beams in 1. This is 3 in 1. Like, just don't even think of like Nikki Doll is looking at something completely different, right? Blue can't even look up. Pangina over here in complete shock. This is like an over meme low. This is heavy meme. This is heavy meme. This was a great shot. Thank you, Drag Race UK. RuPaul's Drag Race UK. This was so good. All 3 of them in the same shot. Like, get out of here. Oh man. Oh, that's so funny. I can't. I cannot. Oh. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. That baby, she listen, when I tell you it was falling back down. Ooh. Falling and falling and falling and falling back down. Ooh, my wig don't want me. Ooh. Now she over here looking like Ginger Bitch a little bit. That's a lie. I apologize for her. Dd Licious. I'm going to blame her pads for her split not connecting to the ground because look at this hip. Ooh, that's a pad, not an ass. Yeah, you can tell that's not her real booty. So when she tried to split, it left a little room. Now you can't say that she didn't try to split. I feel if she was out of drag, she would have connected. Ooh, yeah. But this was the desperation to do a split in this moment because my wig is off. They kept making faces. Pangina, stop it. This is why we haven't actually walked through the club together, and there were many times we're supposed to get drinks together. You know this. This is why these moments here, friend, because you can't make this face around me. You know I'm loud when I laugh. It's blue for me too. Blue's face is so distressed. I feel bad for her, but I'm also like, this is great TV. So yay. Now, Cara, not Cara stacking her wig. I'm weak. This is too much. You thought that was bad. It's gonna get crazier, right? Not Bianca Del Rio. I'm kidding, because that wig and this whole ensemble just reads Bianca if she knew how to dance. Vicky did the Sminty drop. That was so funny. Great reference, right? But we got to talk about Alexis St. Pete. St. Pete. Yeah, St. Pete. Yeah, we got to talk about Alexis. I see you, girl, but your stage awareness is on the all-time low scale. I got nervous for you on so many occasions. Also, quickly, 182 plus in the room. Thanks for tuning in and being here today. It's your boy Matty Rants. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 5, Episode 1. Episode 1. She did the split and then her foot was off the stage. So it was like, okay, almost off of it. It's still good. We're still good. That's fine. Her worst enemy was her equilibrium, because every time she spun a little bit more, it went longer than the way it should have gone. Thanks, RuPaul. Baby, this last spin right here, Mama was almost off the stage. Gagged the girls a bit. RuPaul was nervous. She was like, look, that other little girl almost passed out on my stage in Australia. Excuse me, New Zealand. I'm gonna need y'all not, because we don't have the insurance here. This is BBC. And I'm just playing. I'm playing. So yeah, I got nervous for her. Not y'all. Ooh, who said that Alexis St. Pete is giving Britney Spears with those knives? Don't do that. Tito, was that you? Hibachi Britney? I still support Britney through and through. I'm concerned, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I was fully aware of her life while she was under that conservatorship. So I can only imagine the things that happened. At the same time, I'm like, you good? It feels like Tamara Cooks, the one that's from TikTok. Is it good? Are you good? Oh no! Like sometimes I'm just be like, hey, are you good? Like, what's going on? It's the low rise bikini bottom pants for me, and the weird, I'm gonna possibly go on a date in a small town top with the messy bun, and then everything is core. Everything is core. Like, you know what I mean? And I love her. That's why I just be like, sis, like, it's like, okay, she is a dancer. Good. I love her though. I do. I just, every time I see a video, I get nervous. She always like that. This is her favorite move. Hold on. Up. I swear she crumping. She like, you can't tell me that lady ain't crumping on us. Like, you can't tell me. Let me get up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My hair is a mess now. That's what I get. That's what I get. My hair is a mess now. Oh, God bless her. God bless her. And look, and I didn't even have to go through the drive-through. Thank you. Let me put my hair up. Put my hair up. But I love her. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for her. Y'all remember that movie Rise that came out when they were doing the crumping documentary? And that was like everybody was like just trying to steal that for the longest. It was like 5 years of nothing but that. Woo! That was a good movie though. Okay. Now I'm all hot. How does Brittany do that? That house better have AC running. I'm telling you this. All right. Now that this is done and RuPaul has seen these looks, she tells them what the third and final look is going to be. Check this name out. Fierce Impressions Eleganza Extravaganza. Fierce Expressions Eleganza Extravaganza. Fierce Expressions Eleganza Extravaganza. Fierce. Like, so many syllables. It's like, oof. Category is Fierce Impressions Eleganza Extravaganza, which is a show-stopping look that is quintessentially you. So kind of like best drag, or like what's the other category they used to say when it's like just show who you are? I forget what they always would call it. Tickety-Boo. Okay, what is that? Is that just made up? Is that like, how come I've never heard of that in the 5 seasons of Drag Race? Is that something new, or is that something that we just never added to the like list and menu of mini catchphrases and sayings like out there with that? It was because I was over here like, huh? Signature. Thank you. Signature drag. Thank you. That's the word. That's it. That's why I was like, why not just say that? But do something different. Give something new. It's an old British phrase. Okay. DW, you said new? Where are you at? I thought you were in Houston. I know it from Good Omens. Just means all good or okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. An old English phrase. I know you out there, Liam. Okay. I'm good. Oh, okay. Tickety-Boo. Oh, interesting. I will find ways to incorporate that into my vocabulary. It does sound good. But you have to say it right. Tickety-Boo. No, no. Terrible. Matty, stop. Stop. Check out this edit. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, behind Michael, I think is Miss Naomi Carter. So then there's Tamara and Banksy's, right? So with Naomi, that's 8. Tamara and Banksy's, right? 9, 10. There's someone in between them. Ooh. There's someone in between them. See, Naomi's there. But we have to cut Tamara and Banksy's real hard. Real hard. Like, we're all probably asking ourselves, I wonder whose black wig is that right here? Because Naomi Carter didn't have a black wig, certainly not a brown. Oh, I'm talking about giving them the littlest. Like, imagine them watching this show at home, knowing that they were eliminated for what they were eliminated for, but also knowing that they're a horrible human being at the same time, and watching this happen, and they have to see like clips of just themselves for the first episode, maybe not even the second episode. God, because they're going to be in the second episode. They weren't eliminated at the beginning of it. I think they went through the episode, then eliminated them. So it's like, whew, interesting. So much to talk about with this episode already, y'all. Listen, we're back into the workroom here. A beautiful conversation between our non-binary sister over here with Banksy and our trans sister, Caramel. We've all watched the entire episode. What are you talking about? And with these two, it's like they were very much relating to each other and talking about where they came from. Of course, I'm looking at the olive oil and I'm looking at my skin and going, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But talking about where they're going, where they're coming from, happy to be on the show, but also like their identity and just what they want to express. I like these two a lot. Good energy from both of them. Personally, I get nervous when they start doing these things early because it's like, oh God, either you're going to give them a great edit towards the end, or it's like, we're going to get all this out now and everyone goes home. It's like, oh God. Very much the evolution. Sierra. I love it. I love it. Caramel's everything. I like this confessional look too. I'm here for it. Elimination day. Let's move forward. Now, Ginger is feeling a little Johnson-y. It was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Ginger's feeling a little Johnson. Still a bad joke. Where she knows that it wasn't really the best received look as well as performance on that stage. So she's kind of getting in her head. And I was like, oh Lord, here we go. I was like, please don't send our camp queens home early. It becomes a very boring season. It does. So I was a little nervous for Ginger. I was hoping she would pull it together. A funny moment between Tamara and Miss Naomi Carter, with Miss Naomi Carter talking about, or Tamara's like, who you see as the biggest competition. She's like, Miss Naomi Carter. She's like, who is that? It was a cute little moment right there, right? It's very, very cute, very cute. We have a nice moment also because I just want to highlight this real quick. I'm only asking because I just watched it, and after the lip sync, I swear I heard someone in the background say, what the F, when Ru announced the winner. I'll have to watch that back. I don't remember hearing that, but it is possible. I mean, they did a good job editing everything else out. They could have slipped. I'll have to check that out. Not Ginger needs some Johnson and Johnson. Liam, shut up. Hey, Liam. But no, these two, Vicky and Michael, were having a moment about being in the industry for so long, working some really crappy jobs with drag, and them finally getting on the show and it almost being like a peak in their career in a sense, you know what I mean? As far as their work being actually received and they're able to now showcase it on this kind of scale after many times. I have respect for these two, especially I just like how this conversation was carried. It didn't even come off like we deserve this. Like we've been going through this. It came off like, bitch, you remember when we used to travel places and we didn't even get paid? I know that's right. And remember when we used to do this? Yes, girl, we finally got here. I was like, oh yeah, like that's a big deal. And a lot of queens that are like a little bit older, all that kind of stuff, like who have been doing this for a while and all that kind of jazz, I would say that they can relate to that for sure, right? So it's amazing. Who said that they drag? That was Carmel. Carmel auditioned for Drag Race UK 6 times. That means that they more than likely, Sasha, auditioned for a US season initially before they were going to say university in the UK, because they're from America. They were probably thinking, oh, well, that would be probably better if I did that. And then they auditioned for the 5 seasons since season 1 of UK. So that is more than likely the case for the 6th season. Right there. Let's get into some mess. What a light conversation that this started out as, that then turned into quite possibly a miscommunication. Not really. Feelings were on the table. Carmel just talking to Dd. How you doing, girl? You okay? You had a little wig slippage. Dd's feeling like, I had that problem that happened last week and all that. And I feel like more than likely I'm going to be in the bottom based on how they feel the show goes, based on how they did. I feel like Dd is a product of not only seeing Crystal on the show, but like watching Drag Race and like creating an algorithm of how things are supposed to go down. And like, oh, well, if I did this and this happened here and I know what I'm giving for this runway and they don't like it, I'm going to be in the bottom, but I know I'm a good dancer. And so now let me think about who I'm going to go up against. It feels very Alyssa Edwards season 5 energy of, it doesn't matter. I'll lip sync and beat everybody who I have to beat to get to the crown kind of energy. Right. And I didn't like that for Dd. That's normally like a kiss of death. I was like, oh crap. But I said at the same time, talk your shit because you are confident and feel you can outdance anybody. That's some great confidence to have. I'm here for it. It can be considered delusion sometimes, but it depends on who you up against, right? So while that's happening, and she's like, well, I just need to know who I'm going to be up against and I'll be okay. I was like, oh, okay. Carmel's like, well, who do you think is possibly going to, possibly be in the bottom with you? And she was like, well, honestly, I think Alexis is going to be in the bottom with me. And then proceed to say, like, these are the reasons why. But also, more so, I believe I can beat her in a lip sync because I know I'm a much better dancer than her. And I'm just going to eat her on the stage. I'm paraphrasing this and putting it in so many words because it was more that went into that because she kept going. And even when Alexis was trying to be like, well, don't underestimate me, she's like, oh, I hear you, but no, baby, bitch, I'm so good. Like, I know I'm like going to be a great dancer at this and I'm going to lip sync it down. You just have to go home. And it's like, Alexis is already feeling kind of like crap. Mind you, we're not aware of this because we haven't seen Alexis until this moment, but she was already feeling down before she, while she was getting dressed. And then all of a sudden the spotlight is now pushed in her direction from Dd saying her name, and not just saying her name, but being like, I believe that you're going to be in the bottom and that I'm going to beat you in a lip sync. Like, oh my God, I love it. It's not only do I think you're going to be in the bottom, but I'm going to beat you. So if I'm in the bottom and it's you, I won't go home first. Imagine, doesn't even take you seriously. And I know that Dd is younger than Alexis too, so that also probably is a little blip in Alexis's mind. Maybe they don't see it that way. I'm just giving you my options. If I was in my 30-something years of age and some 20-year-old told me that shit, girl, I almost would snatch her. We'd be like, who you talking to? As a matter of fact, no, let us be in the bottom so I can really hurt you. So I can really show you what a real lip sync look like, baby. Like, that'd been my energy. Like, oh, you think you're that girl? All right. Like how Queen Kong did Beverly. Alexis ain't Queen Kong. And she needed a little bit of energy though, but she gave it to her a little bit later here, and she tried to respond. And all right, bitch, I know I can dance and this, that, and the other. But for me in this moment, because Alexis is trying to pull herself together to be like, okay, girl, you're trying me, whatever. But it's like, whoo, she's already feeling a hit. It is Kate and it is Ginger in the background for me during this entire moment that I am standing for. It is the quiet conversation in the back. Like, girl, she is really going in. Oh yeah, I did that zoom in on purpose, Luca. Let me give it time. Because Kate was invested. Kate had heard her say that shit. She was like, what? Kate, I love you. This was so funny to me. You stopped everything. It was like, oh, hold on, like, oh, give me a little lip. Give me a little lip. She said, oh. Ginger right there. So that was a quick, oh, we're doing this season? Oh, we're doing this. We're doing it. And they can tell Alexis is down. Isn't it crazy? Like they can tell she's down. They know she's down. They may have been a conversation. You know how the edit is. We didn't even get to see all that. Maybe Alexis was talking to that person, that person, right? We don't know. So we never got that. That the initial point of us finding out that they're upset is now. And it's like, oh crap. Like it makes it seem like Dd's picking on her in this moment. I don't want to say she is. I just think that Dd kept talking too much, like about like how she was going to be able to beat her. And yes, she is establishing confidence, but she's using Alexis as the stool for that. I'm going to be fine because if I'm in the bottom with her, I'll beat her. Great TV, but also, oof, that would definitely make me feel some kind of way. That would make me feel some kind of way. I'd be ready to get her. I'd be like, oh, please put me in the bottom with her. Please let me lip sync and send her home. Please, God, give me the opportunity to make great television. I would be praying in the background. Please put me in the bottom. Even if my dress is pretty, just say they don't like my performance so I can be in the bottom so I can send her home. And then once I send her home, I will be right with the world. Amen. Amen. But Kate, bitch, is she really doing all that right now? Very much that energy, very much that setup, right? So in the background, as it's all happening here, you have Ginger and you have Kate Bush. Wow, she is really going in. She is really going in. She's trying to shake her. She's really trying to do all of that. Hold on, y'all. I heard something really loud outside my window here. Let me make sure everything is good to go. Hold on, real quick, because I want to do this narration, but that was loud. Hold on. UPS man. Because when I see Mamu-chan wake up, that's when I'm like, oh, what was so loud? Like I knew it was loud, but when my cat like, who throwing boxes at doors? There are 2 UPS trucks that come through my neighborhood. One guy is very nice and he drops things off. The other one, you be hearing them boxes slide, girl. I'm like, are you for real? So I always get nervous when UPS delivers over here. Anywho, back to Kate, back to Ginger. They are very much aware of this conversation. And I love, 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 love editing for keeping this in. But this part right here kind of killed me a bit because it was an accurate description. If she wasn't frightened, she wouldn't be twisting the knife like she is. And so them actually, and it's like, it's such a low way of them speaking that perfectly narrates this conversation. And I'm like, wow, because it's the truth. In my feet, I absolutely agree with this. Like she is nervous. And now you're projecting onto another person. Yes, it was a question you were asked by Caramel, but it proceeded to go on further and further. Okay. So Dd, maybe going forward, this won't be a thing. It may be just this week and you were feeling the, extent of it. If this goes on further, you might be the drama of the season. I might be here for it. And my might be is really, even if I don't care for how you doing, I mean, you giving me something to talk about. Thanks. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. And I'm like, I wonder who was going to either have a moment with her, because I'm no shade, Alexis. It was a little soft for the return. Okay. We needed you to hit a winner on the court. It's 40 love, girl, and she's about to take this game. I need you to step into this because you need to win this set. It's the second round, baby. You got it's three ladies. Okay. Absolutely, because the fear of being the first one out when their sister won, they know that is going to literally be the thing that people talk about the entire time. And that is unfortunately the truth when it comes to this fandom. As much as people like to say that they're defending other people and, oh no, I'm not a toxic fan. Oh no, baby. Some of you, not all of you, especially not my rant pack, but there are some that are just out of line with what they think is okay to say and to do. And people like to come over these channels like, and you're no bitch. We're here to have fun and keep cackle. Cause I'm like, I can step in front of these people, chew their face, own my shit, and still say it was entertainment. But if you were hurt by that, that's not right. And I'm not okay with that. And I apologize. And I've had many conversations like that in the past, as well as other ones saying, Matty, don't apologize for anything because it was funny. I didn't take it seriously. I know you were playing. Again, intentions do matter, but at the same time, it is something the fandom would eat up. They would, especially how she came in this episode. I'm about to eat this up, and then would go home first. Woo, bitch, forever. They wouldn't let it go. Came in cocky, left first. Woo, bitch. That story right there. Mm-hmm. No, the Tia and no, for me, Lucas and the Tia horror again, right? But for me, it was Carmel and Tamara were giving me taste and a horror roommate energy. And I was waiting to hear a story about them together, but I was like, nah, they giving sister energy. So I was like, okay, I don't think we're gonna get that. RuPaul. We're getting to the runway now, kids. Let's talk about that last look of this first, Fierce Impressions ball. Almost 200 of you in this live. Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy, Matty Rants. I'll be real with you. I kind of like this. It grew on me. The wig is interesting. It's, to the side, but like this grew on me. This kind of grew. The top dress right here is absolutely fabulous. It was what was underneath that like made me think, because that gold with this yellow, I didn't know if I was gonna care for that, but I actually ended up liking it. Maybe the wig could be different. It's nice, but I wanted it to be a different hair, but I still think this is great. It did look good sitting down, so I will agree. I think the color of the back of the stage helped make the dress look even better, because right now with this, it's like, oh, this is fine. But when she was sitting down for judging, I was like, ooh, it's hitting the back of this. But I kind of liked it. It did. The gold, I'm still looking at it like, but I like it more than I don't. Yes, I like this. I'm keeping that. I'm gonna keep it. And see, like, it looks good like this from this angle, and the way that the ombre with the purple and this orange, like, oh, it looks good. I like it. Yep, I like it. I'll keep it. Keeping it. I like it. Michelle Visage. I love this damn bob. Alan Carr. I'm not gonna. I was trying to have a moment for Michelle. There are 3 different hairstyles that Michelle Visage will forever eat with me. One is the heavy curls, Michelle. It is always a right choice, in my opinion. The other one is the side wavy part that she has where she pulls her hair to the side. It's giving lots of waves and volume. And this is my third one, the Roberta Bob, or I should say Michelle Bob Mackey Visage. Michelle Bob the drag queen Visage. Michelle B.O.B. Girl, this looks so good. I hate that mullet. That mullet was atrocious. Looked like she was poor and made bad decisions in life, and her credit was ruined. But this was fabulous. I love this bob on her. And it, again, visage, face. This bob Ooh, it really frames her face well. Michelle, you look great. Please keep this going. Bob it up. Please bob it. I'm bobbing for Michelle. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. With that streak right. Oh, it's good. It's good. Alan Carr is one of my favorite judges ever in the Drag Race franchise history. He is such a good time. He is so funny without being too cerebral or too serious with some of his commentary. He's lighthearted, but he seems to still be in the moment without being too crass or vulgar. I'm such a fan. And I love that he's back on this season. We're going to see Graham Norton too. My favorite Keebler elf. You know, I love me some Graham, but like, I love me some Alan. Alan's good. He's good TV. He's good energy too. He's also a refresher or a refreshment for me because you know, we got we got Carson and Ross, who are great, but Alan's like on a different level than those two because he's also, you know, his comedy is just me. It's just so it's so good. He's my kind of comedy. He's so funny. Oh, we have 200 plus people here. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of my Rant Pack family. Now, Kristen McMenemy. I have heard this name before, and I cannot think. I don't know if it was on an episode of some cartoon where they referenced her or something. I've heard her name before. I swear to God, she needs to come back as often as possible. Like, I need her on all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. When she told Rue, I knew you when you were nothing. I don't know why that just made me a supermodel. She said supermodel Kristen McMenemy. She goes, hey, that was back in the day. I was in the 80s. Okay. She's so real. I just like the way she talks, the way she presents her points to herself. And I love how she was also, you know, even like talking to the queen, she was very supportive, but she also had her own kind of vibe and spin on it. Like, I just liked her energy. She was great. Bring her back. I love her. I was like, do I need to go follow her now? Like, oh, she's kind of amazing. I like this outfit too. She's giving in this look, kind of. This is kind of giving. Yeah. Yeah, like she is eating. I have to let's call it. She is now this lady was eating. I want her full time. She was fun. And I felt like Rue's energy was a bit different in like a good way when Kristen was there, especially when Kristen would make a little light joke or say something. Definitely Rue knows who this person is. So I appreciated her presence on the show and her energy. She's amazing. Bring her back often. All right. Let's remind ourselves of this name for the category: Fierce Impressions, Eleganza, Extravaganza, a show-stopping look that is quintessentially you, signature drag for the girls that need the cliff notes. First up is Michael Morale. 1 if it's giving, 2 if it's not. I'd love to hear it. I had to borrow this from Valerie because I always ask y'all, but then I have a tough time reading, so I think it's easier for that. Thanks to Valerie. Shout out to Valerie Vision. 1 or 2 for the Michael Morales. Positives. I think this bodice is kind of like sickening. I live for the way the pants are insane. Like the pants are insane to me. I love the coat. Bits of this I like. Now, when it came to the face, sometimes she was making these faces for me where I was like, I don't really care for this. And the wig isn't my absolute favorite, but I love this outfit. I love the outfit itself. I think the outfit's great. Not a fan of the other things. I like that. Next up is the Alexis St. Pete. Trend alert. Trend alert. Sexy lady. Little dominatrix in there. Little Polish dominatrix. I thought she looked good. And this is technically signature drag, which is the represent like who you are, quintessentially you. So when they made the comment of like, we hope she doesn't do this like too much, I was like, the category was quintessentially you. She was in the top, and I'm glad she was, but I was like, this is literally the kid. You just asked her to be herself. So I was like, a bondage milkmaid? Moo. Or no, oh no, don't do that, Matt. Don't do that again. I was here for it. It was fine. It wasn't bad. Thought she was pretty. I wish I never said Utica's name, and now all I can see is that in this face. She's gorgeous, though. I love the headpiece. It's giving Midsummer, but like they're definitely not making it through the first day. Now I want to watch that movie. Speaking of which, I will be on the Scotty by Nature channel tonight. I'll be posting those times on my Instagram story for the boys' night out. If you want to watch me go ham on topics, especially the hot ones, go on over to Scotty's channel tonight. Maddie's doing a double duty. Hence the reason why I'm going to be so tired for Brazil tomorrow. I'm going to be so tired for Brazil tomorrow, bitch. Let me tell you. Don't know how I'm going to do it. Do not know how I'm going to do it. I'm like, how am I going to make 2 episodes happen? Oh my God. I might have to like just skim through a couple of things and then just do a rewatch. We'll see. Next up is Ginger Johnson. Did I skip somebody? I feel like I did. Did I not? No, I did not. Ginger Johnson. Now, I'll be very honest with you. I was shocked she was in the top, and I'm not disrespecting Ginger in this moment. I just, from what I've seen them talk about on previous shows before, with somebody who would have worn the same outfit, Kasha Davis, or a couple of other people that I know who would have wore this, I would not see them giving this top position. However, I do want to talk about this in the light I want to. It is a very well done dress. It's very nicely made. It is very simple. And I thought to myself, they're not going to like this because it's too simple. And then they liked it because it was simple. So I was like, oh, never mind then. It's pretty. And I think that she did a good job making it. I wouldn't have given this the top look. But I do like me some Ginger Johnson. And that's no shade to you, Ginger. No disrespect. I was gagged for you. Yeah, she was really sweet in how she sold it. It was very nice. Like, it was a very nice look. And again, it flowed well too. When she spun, I was like, ooh, very nice. But I was kind of like, do they just want to talk to her? That's all I thought. I was like, maybe they just wanted to talk to her. I don't know. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It's certainly not an ugly look, but we've seen worse. But yeah, she did well. It's okay. I would not have given this a top look. You should be thankful that this was a non-elimination episode, because when I tell you, Dd Licious, girl, did you swallow like a refrigerator and it got stuck in your throat? How big is that? Go on in your mouth. Because like, oh my God, are you okay? How are your back? Is your back good? How is your, like, listen, hey, these breast bibs are somewhat of a menace, because as you can tell, I don't know who she borrowed this from or if the outfit just somewhat smushed it all together, but it looks like an uncircumcised penis coming out of, finish the rest of this here for this outfit, okay? A small micro penis. Like, it's just, no ma'am. Like, I could it looks so strange. And the way she's walking, it's like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, like it's been like a long night. Okay, like I know what you wanted to do with this. It's not what it wants to be. It's not what it wants to be. It's not at all. Look at this. Look at this posture. Where is she going? To the kitchen at 2:00 in the morning to make a snack? It's giving. I just woke up and my body's not adjusted yet, so I'm still like leaned over. Oh no. It also aged her a bit. Like 20, you would have, this lady's 20. I don't see 20-year-old in this. Yeah. And this is signature, what, for lots of words, fierce impression. I hope she does a better impression next time. Yeah, I think you're very lucky. Girl. She said that this was too heavy and it was making it difficult. I'm thinking to myself, did it just look better when you were trying it on prior to coming to the show? And then when we got here, it's like a different thing. Was there like a 2-week quarantine and you may like something happened? I don't know, but that breast thing on top of your sister, it is so obvious. like a whole scrotum. Just I couldn't do it. Chris, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate you, baby. It was falling, and that's what. Oh, and she was trying to keep it up. Just keep your hands on it the whole time. Why did you need to keep your hand if it's falling? Just hold your hands up and walk like this, and then lean into it, and then lean into the. It's an easy fix. If it was falling homogenic, that's easy. Like, just hold it. You would have got more points for that. But okay, let me let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Let's let it go. Let's let it go. Dd Licious. It was a bad episode. No one went home. You got all the rest of the episodes to make up for this week, because ain't no way. Ain't no way. An old scrotum. No, thank you. No, thank you, Chris. Caramel. I didn't know, because she's like, there's a happening on my dress. And I was like, what? And then I saw it when she turned around, what she was referencing. And I was like, holy shit. Membrillo. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think the BBC will let an American win because Caramel is breathtaking? Honestly, I don't think they'll. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I saw UK versus the. Huh? What? What? Huh? Huh? What? What? Oops. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. That's a rumor? Girl, they're saying Beyonce is going back tour at the end of 2024. Someone just posted about it. Oh my God. I gotta put my phone down. I'm trying to check a message I just got, and then I see that notification. I'm like, excuse me. And then I was looking for an account that I know confirms things, and they're like, confirmed. All right, next year, the girls who didn't get to go, and that makes me think she's gonna release that other set of music she was talking. Oh my God, is it real? Is it real? Oh, this is insane. Okay, let's get back to Carmel. Look, we're talking about Beyonce, and Carmel's up here, so this is appropriate. Thank you. So, Carmel, this outfit is everything for multiple reasons, and then some. Pete, that's fine. I'm talking about Drag Race, not other shows. I'm talking about Drag Race, not other shows. Okay, I'm talking about Drag Race. May I remind you that at one point in time, the girls from Down Under were like, we got to have more than just these Kiwi queens winning tea. So I'm just saying, if she were to win, that'd be amazing. But as far as how I feel about certain stuff like that, I'd be like, maybe not so much. But we'll also have to see what happens in this competition, because there is possibilities that they just may not be the best. But what we're seeing so far is really good. Those are different bodies of different colors of people on her dress. The headpiece has golden figures of different like bodies of people on there. They all look like strong men. They're all on top of the headpiece. The necklace, the top of it, the face is beat. It is painted to perfection. I had to get this from the back so y'all could see what I was talking about because I didn't read that. But then when I saw this gold and I realized this is somebody hugging or doing this, and then I saw this face here, and then I started to pick them out all over the dress. I was like, oh my God, this is actually kind of fucking brilliant. Differently executed than I ever would have. I would have never thought of something like this. This is fabulous. One of the top looks for sure. If not, for me, it is my top look of the week. But like, God, it was gorgeous. Like, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Banksy is next. Forgot about the ones and twos here. We're just talking right now, right? So it's a long episode. Hey, Banksy, I know you couldn't walk in this. I still like this. I'm sorry. I know she could barely walk, but this was fucking fierce. I lived. I'm sorry. I thought this was hot. I thought it was fierce when she was standing still. When she was walking, it was horrible. I was like, girl, what's going on here? But when she would stop and then go boom, I was like, oh, oh. And the back of it was great too. I was like, ooh, ooh. Couldn't walk, but God, the dress was gorgeous. And I loved how she was presented. It was very interesting. I'm trying to figure out, is Banksy like giving very like Scarlet from like Mortal Kombat tees? Is she like blood, non-binary demon energy? Like there's been a lot of red eyes and white and red lately. So I was like, Vivian Westwood realness. I'm getting demon hunter energy or something of vampiric portions, maybe vampire. I don't know why I keep seeing it with her. I'm like, she's always looking like she needs some vising, and it's red. I love it, but yeah, I just went Tim Burton meets Bloody Mary. Yeah, kind of that, Yeah, kind of that. In the promo, they had the thorn crown. Yeah, that's why I'm like, are they a tidbit blasphemous? I'm not sure. Don't know. Maybe they like blood. Maybe she's Megan Fox, but like, a lot more interesting and likable. Vicky Vivacious is next. Hips. I kind of like the shape of this for the Royal Guard look that she did. It's a little bit different than what I've seen before. I like this. Now, this also told me a little bit about herself because remember, she does do shows for people in the military. So this is also very close to her. So it makes sense that she would do this. So yeah, I kind of liked it. I liked it, Vicky. It was cool. I got to get used to your lips. I'm not shading you, but sometimes the close-ups were like, I would be squinting like, why does it look like that? But then I was like, oh, okay, never mind, I got it. I would have used a breasticle. I think a breasticle would have really helped with the jutation of the hips. Angela, I'm with you with that. I need a little body up top. I'm with you there. A tit and a tat would have really helped this go further, but I still think it was really good. When I tell you, I have literally quit sessions of like online gaming when I would see Nataro pop up. I don't want to hear that voice. It doesn't sound right with that character at all. The times when they actually like do some sort of work and like, alterations to her voice, you could be like, okay, kind of. But when she's like, the battle is mine and I will eat your blood. Oh God, it's awful. And I'm like, Ed Boon, was that really the way we need to go with this? Is that what happens when you date Machine Gun Kelly? You get into Mortal Kombat games? Okay. Next up is Kate Bush. Excuse me, Butch, not Bush. Let's not get sued. I like Kate a lot. And that's it. I like her a lot. That's it. Girl. Well, everyone's better than Ronda Rousey. Homogenic. That bar is low in hell. I think the face is fine. I kind of like what she did with the hair, but the wallpaper in a failing Italian restaurant is killing me. It's giving curtains, gone with the curtains. Fabulous. I think it's cool that she had the rollies on too, though, and she was rolling across to give that effect, but no. It's definitely giving me a failed Italian restaurant, Gordon Ramsay kitchen nightmares. Come help me out. Yeah. When you're there, your family. Ah, that's funny. Oh, goodness gracious. When I tell you, she was like, Alan Carr loves it. He's getting a kick out of my look. Producer, what about Michelle? No, what about Ru? You need to say, what about RuPaul and Michelle? RuPaul made a joke and did not laugh afterwards. Hey, editing department, why did you leave that in? You left that all in. That shit is crazy to me. Watch it back again. RuPaul makes a joke and then she's just staring. She's like looking at the floor. Like, I think she wanted to see what the shoe situation was, because it's like, is this bitch wearing flats with rolls on it so she can make this moment? Michelle just Kate was lucky. Dd Licious was lucky. There was a few people who were like, "Woo, girl, you don't even know." They were gonna say a lot. Now, Miss Naomi Carter is next. I think this dress is a good dress. I think the coat it's cute. Great colors. And Diana Ross is a smart choice for RuPaul. Now, I'm going to say, Hollywood Star did this a little bit better, but I have one issue. I like everything but. Everything but. I swear to God, I'm sitting here watching this and I could see it from the far distances. And I'm just like, oh, God damn. And so that was my only issue. I was like, I like everything else. The makeup is interesting. I was fine. It's that lace. It's a good wig, and I think it's because it's so heavy while she's walking, and say it's like bouncing a little bit. It's doing this. I'm thinking that's what this is, and when she does one of these moments, you can then boom, boom, boom. So I saw it all the time. Fat Camp. I saw it multiple times, a lot of times. Even better, when we get on the panel, I'm gonna give you. This is actually me being very kind here. I didn't take the shots I wanted to take because I felt like someone's gonna be like, "Matt, your pickup." So if you want me to give you more insight to show you what I'm talking about, I'll gladly do it Sunday, because I'm not just making this bullshit up. But I was like, Jesus, that was my only issue. Only one. That's it. It was little moments when they would do close-ups. I'd be like, oh, stop. Like, stop zooming. Like, stop zooming. There are times when I think they're doing it on purpose. I really do. Sometimes I just think they're doing this on purpose. Tamara, this was almost, oh girl, you were so close. I mean, I've kind of seen this before, but I did like the color scheme, and I thought you were still eating this. Like, we've all seen this, but it still was pretty. We've seen it, but it's still pretty. And I was still gonna let this be. I thought this was still gonna give. White bodice, eagle wings. However, this was perfectly fine until I can see the remote in your hand, and this wing is ready to rise, and this wing is not. Like, it just, this one right here. Billy and Mandy, Fred Burger. Billy and Mandy, Fred Burger. Blue Beauregard. Cheese. Double D. Ed. Okay, wait a minute. That's funny. Oh no, double D. Oh yeah, that's about right. That's about right. That's about right. And if you've seen the show Clarence, that there's just Clarence right there. So listen, maybe she got shot on the way here. You know what I'm saying? She was flying through the air on her way to the stage, and it was hunting season, and Elmer Fudd shot her, and now she has to be on the main stage of Walk, right? I hate that the gag didn't work because the outfit depended on the gag of the wings opening to work. That's the issue. If that opened correctly, perfect. But it did. And then mind you, when Mama turned around, it was ass, 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 flat, ass, 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 ass. I didn't want to show it because I had to blur it. Stop. And let them motherfucking. Okay, sorry. It would have been cool. It would have been cool. But yeah, that what looked like a remote control for that fan in your apartment just it wouldn't hit. Let's take a look at another edit where almost everybody is visible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 2 people missing from this shot. And I'm going to show you how, they had to do it. Because, they would have sweeped this shot. Normally, we would have had a wide shot, right? They had to stop it right here. Check this out. Check this out. This is crazy. Boom. We're gonna split it up. There's 6, right? So where are the other 4 again? We cut it at Banksy's, right? All right. So then we see Kate Butch again, and then we have Miss Naomi Carter, but somebody is next to her in between them because Tamara is on the other side of that person, and Naomi is on the other side of that. That has been consistently happening, where one person is gonna have to get this really weird edit, at least for this episode and maybe the next one, right? So then they say, oof, sorry, I might have to also say I'm not a fan of that brow. But Naomi is safe. And then they say Tamara, but this is the edit. And Tamara comes into frame about right here. And all you see is this little tendril of hair and this little piece right here. The safe queens go, including the monster. So as they're leaving the stage, once again, we only keep it from this angle, and I get to. And now we're about to play a game of where's the monster, right? Check it out. I had to cover this, but there they go. In this purple that we never saw. Because mind you, Michael is still on the stage. So that's not Michael walking back there. I was like, ooh, that one was a little harder to edit her out. So I was like, ooh, that was tough. But we have a top 5, not a bottom 5, not a top 3, bottom 2. No one's going home. It's a non-elimination episode, which means Michael Morale, Alexis St. Pete, Ginger Johnson, come on, Matt, Caramel, and Vicky Vivacious. I got the names down. Yes, are all still in the competition, but also the highs of the week. Some of them, I don't know about highs. I feel like some of them just had a conversation, really, to be honest with you. I think that if we're going to be honest, the tops of the week were Caramel, Michael, and Vicky. Those were the 3. The other 2, I would just say, were like high safe, and they wanted to just talk to them after this week sort of situation. While the rest were just given safe. Now, this is where I had an appreciation for a little mess here today. Let's spot the monster. Yay! Do 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 do. Can you see him? Do 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 do. There he go. Do 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 do. There's Tamara saying cheers. There's the wig. You're like, who else got blonde hair back there that we saw walk back there? Noah. That's one shot. There's the arm. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. That come on now. That's crazy. It's kind of cool, but like not cool, but you know what I mean? Like in a sense of they were so, like, okay, we got to wrap this up. Let's really do some cut. Let's really do some editing here. It's wild. Where Luca, I kept trying to find it, but you know, sometimes people just blend together. So I was like, I don't know who. So I could not see their face. I was trying for the longest. I was like, where? I'm trying to see if there's one little slip, because you know, with shampoo, you know, there were times when you could clock them. See how this wig looks fine here, but if you caught her from the front, it was a little bit different. See how it looks great? It's like, this is great, but yeah, from the front, it was a little bit different. There's a screenshot on Twitter. I'll have to look at that. I thought it was a gag that they were talking about. Oh, there she go right here. Terrible. Wow, gross. I love how they were thinking that they were just safe and those were tops and bottoms, and they were just already like, Alexis is going to be in the bottom with Ginger. Bitch, I don't know why that was a key. That was a key for me. I got lived. I was like, oh. Yeah, I was like, oh, because they don't know. They don't know. Look at how they did this shot, y'all. Look at how they did the shot. Because mind you, I know the producers were so mad, like looking back at this, like, damn, she was sitting in the center. She fucked all the wide shots up. Had to. She fucked all the wide shots up. So we get back here, and Vicky, so messy. I love this. Vicky's like, because she walks in like, oh my God. She's like, so, you know, who do you think was in the bottom? What do you think happened when we were on the stage? I love it. Banksy, you should not have volunteered. Oh my gosh. Oh. Watch this have been a picture of the person that was supposed to be on the show. But Banksy was like, oh, well, yeah, I think like we thought it was gonna be Alexis and this, that, other. And she's like, actually, we're all in the top. So this is the moment, and I love how Alexis sits next to Dd, and it's like, girl, like I know she's already pissed you off this week. Like, why are you even doing all that? Emrika, nice to see you here, baby. For those of you who don't know those timestamps, Emrika's gonna help us out. Bonjour, my love. But I found it funny because Alexis is just in there like, and Dd's genuinely like gagged, like, oh my God, y'all are in the top. What? But it's very much, yeah, they gave me good critiques and they said this and that about me. So she goes, oh yeah, well, I guess I should, what was it? She said something like, Dd said something like, you know, I guess I was wrong there. And or I guess you proved me wrong. Yeah, I guess you proved me wrong. And Alex is like, it won't be the first time. I said, uh-oh. I said, now, girl, you better hold this energy through the season now. You better hold this energy. Like, don't let nobody play you. You got in your head. You let somebody fuck with you a little bit, and look at how it ended up turning out for you this week. You got lucky, but at the same time, it's like, don't let that shit like fester, because like Dd definitely played some mind games with you at the same time in their own insecurity about not doing so well this week. And Ginger once again clocked in at that point in time and was like, yeah, by the way, this is exactly what we were talking about. That collar looks so much better. Looks so much better down. I wonder why she wasn't thinking just to do that and come out there. Maybe it probably didn't look good from the back. But yeah, from this angle, it does look a lot better down. The top two queens are Carmel and Vicky Vivacious. Carmel did not prepare for the lip sync, and I was mad to hear it. She's like, oh, I didn't even prepare, girl. I thought we was in the top, so we weren't going to have to lip sync tonight. I said, man. It's ooh, ah, just a little bit, ooh, ah, a little bit more. I used to hear this song very late at night on some dance mix CD ad or commercial that would come on very late at night. I used to hear this song all the time. Because this can't, I'm like, this can't be new. I kept saying, I'm like, I feel like I heard this song a long time ago. Ooh, ah, just a little bit more. Ooh, 97. Okay, so this came out in 97. God, it had to be like I was in high school. It had to be very late at night. I feel like this was on somebody's dance CD. It had to be on a dance CD because I've heard 93. You sure? Oh, 96. And it was the Eurovision Song Contest. And then she released this as an actual single in 97. Okay. Okay. As the producers would like over Carter's dress, the last Eurovision song to win a Grammy. Fun fact, 93. They set it up. That was back with Wow and the Music Days. Jock Jams. Jock Jams. There. Oh my God, Nikki. Unlock a new portal of memories. Unlocking a new portal of memories work. It's giving that music for sure. So listen, I thought they did pretty good. It was a fun little lip sync. I think that Vicky knew the words a little bit better, as well as all of the, she had her own little spin on it, made it very comedic. Carmel exuded power and presence. She got a little funny there too, but there were moments I could see she just being a little silly, for what it was worth. So I thought it was a good lip sync. Again, no one's going home, so no real big stakes, but it's the first repeater badge of the season. So yeah. I'm sure they played this on the box. Yeah, I've heard this on we have 104 KRBE Houston, Texas. With Rula and Ryan show in the morning. Like that kind of bit, right? So I would hear this very early mornings going to work all the time, because that's that kind of station. They would play songs from Eurovision. They would play like the top 10, top 20 hits, as well as like stuff that was very popular in certain places sometimes. So yeah, I definitely remember hearing this song. I definitely remember. I was like, I've heard this before, like often, but at a certain point in my life. Anywho, yeah, I thought that Vicky did a good job. I thought that Carmel was pretty good too. But I don't think that was really her wheelhouse, to be real with you. And I think that Vicky won this one, and I'm happy for Vicky. And again, I wouldn't seen it from the beginning. I put that on everything, and I'm glad I was proven wrong, because I was like, oh no, I don't know about Vicky from her Meet the Queens, but she sold me this episode. She's gonna be one to watch for sure. I'm kind of, yeah. This was a great episode. Congratulations to Vicky for that win. You get a badge, and the first win of the season. In the next episode, there will be an elimination. So, what did y'all think of this episode? I like these girls. I like, well, the ones that are going to be with us after the second episode. I like them. I'm entertained. There was a little bit of drama. There was some fun. Like, we had a lot of hilarious moments here and there. Some really great looks to look at. We got to see some personality. I'm kind of here for it. No, I'd watch Matty react to Eurovision. I wonder how I can watch that in the States, and like it'd be like a chronological order of events. Like, why do you want to watch me watch it? What would I do? I think it's a good cast -1. Exactly, so far. It's interesting. There's a little bit of something from everybody that's on the board. We don't have too much of the same personality, but if there are people who know each other, you know what I mean? Like, it sort of plays into that a little bit. It's like, okay, like Michael and Vicky know each other, Caramel and Tamara know each other. Everybody has like some sort of like connection. Drewski, I thought I highlighted it. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was on a rant. Between this and Sherry Cosby's, the editors need. It's like you put Cher and Mary Cosby in. This is like the reason why they were like mad at me for my comments on Drag Race Philippines video. Mm-hmm. No. It's a good episode. It's a great first start. I have high hopes for this season. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. I just want to see what's going to happen, because now that no one went home, it's like, okay, this is fun, but I'm like, I want to watch a little bit more. We need to see what's going to go down and who goes home and all that kind of stuff. So we got to catch that back. But I'm sorry for missing that super chat. But I appreciate you, Drewski. Thank you. Listen, it's been a nice 2-hour and 30-minute program for you today. It is the first episode, so I'm always going to have a lot to say. If you made it through this entire live stream, give yourself a round of applause. Pizza, Matty, Matthew. Appreciate you so much for tuning in today. Hit the like button before you walk out the door. Talk about this episode in the comment section if you would for me, please. It super helps with the algorithm. Share this video and subscribe if you're nasty. All that kind of stuff. This will be our new Friday review show that we do. It'll be around the same time, 3:30 in the afternoon, maybe a little earlier, depending. I want to make sure that my UK babies are also available and ready to watch and not have to wait until the next day because, in America, we're about 6 hours, or at least for me, behind. But also for my other audience members to catch it as well. Tomorrow in the morning will be a Drag Race Brazil review. I'm going to be talking about the meat and potatoes for the show because I'm going to be covering 2 episodes and playing catch up again. So once I get those 2 episodes done for tomorrow, the following Saturday, it'll be way more like detailed in the zone. We're just going to talk about like the big things that happened, go through the looks and all that jazz. Because I know I missed it, but like I've been trying to catch up, y'all. Like a lot's happened. The car going down. I got to get that somewhere. I haven't even gotten to wash my clothes, bitch. I've been over here trying to make things that like, girl, I've been having to do my own hand washing lately, child. I'm trying to wait. I'm not trying to spend money to go places. I'm just like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, well, Saturday morning, it's going to be a good one. Probably it's going to be like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, like 12 to 2, I think would be good. Yeah, 12 to 2. So we'll see. It'll give me time to wake up and make sure I got all the pictures and everything. And then Sundays, the panel is back and everybody from the panel will be on board. And we're going to have a good time talking about Drag Race UK, as well as getting into some other Drag Race shows and talking about hot topics with you. I'll have a break on Monday, back Tuesday for Baddies, Shot O'Clock, Baddies East, and I will post the schedule as well. So I appreciate you again for your support. Long-winded me. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. I will be on Scotty by Nature's channel in about an hour and 30 minutes for his live. So I'm back to work immediately. I'll see you'll. That's terrible. I'll see you for the next one, everybody. Take care. Listen.